This is the Gary Cantrell Podcast.
The Gary Cantrell Podcast, March 15th, 2020. How's it going, everybody? Yes, I'm back. I haven't done one of these like solo update kind of podcasts in a while. I'm trying to make this the norm. I would love to, in a perfect world, you have the weekly Wednesday podcast that drops. Everybody kind of, they know that, they're used to it. And then try to drop a solo one over the weekend, just kind of updating what I'm doing, since the weekly is kind of designated to people sharing their story. And so I figured that I can share my story like on the weekend. And yeah, it's just like a nice little update type podcast. So I'm trying to do more of that. The problem is that sometimes the weekends get so crazy that I don't get a chance to check in, and I want to get better about that. Things have just been crazy with work, and I am ramping up my interviews again for May and June and beyond. I've already got a few scheduled. I am working on getting more scheduled. So by all means, if you're listening and you want to come on, get a hold of me. That's the best way to do it. It's the most simplest way. I typically prefer to be the one to just say, if you want to come on, you hit me up, because hitting people up, I'm trying. I really am trying. I promise. But it is difficult because for whatever reason, people seem to think that they need to have lost a ton of weight to come on my podcast, and that is not the intention. I think that just hearing people's stories is very interesting, but people seem to have this thought for whatever reason that they need to lose hundreds of pounds before they're able to come on this show. And I'm just like, no, that's not it. And just come on. I promise you we can make this interesting, but people just have this preconceived notion, and I'm trying to swat that away. Like, no, come on and just share your story, because everybody's interesting. Everybody's unique. They have a story. It should be heard. And beyond sharing it on their own page, they can come on here and share it with a lot of people. That's why I started doing this format over 3 years ago, was to give people a platform. So don't be afraid. Don't feel like you need to lose hundreds of pounds to come on. Just come on the damn show and let's hang out. Let's have a good time. Yeah. I have a calendar link. So if you're listening to this and you want to get on, DM me and we'll put you on the calendar. You get to pick the date that works best for you, and we'll record and have a good time. But I've just been busy really with editing all the other ones that I have in the can, ready to come out for the rest of this month and next month and beyond. So I think right now I've got enough that takes me right through the last weekend of April. And then I just taped two more. No, I taped one more, then I'm taping one on Monday, and the week after that, which would take me through the month of May almost. Wow, that's a little bit further along than I thought I was. But yeah, we've got some exciting stuff here, and looking for more. So I'm going to put that out there. Just hit me up if you want to jump on and hang out, or if you've been on before and you want to give an update. Come on. Come on down. What do they say on Price is Right? Come on down. Come on down. Let's do it. Let's have a good time. Let's see what else is going on. Everybody's freaking out about the coronavirus. I don't take this thing lightly, but I'm also going to live my life. I'm going to go out. I'm going to do the things that I need to do. I'm trying not to stay in the house. It's just going to make me go crazy if I stay in the house. And again, while I don't take this thing lightly, I also think that the media is just, they're doing their normal bullshit where they, hype it all up and get everybody scared. And then people go and buy all the toilet paper. So now I can't wipe my ass. I'm just kidding on that. I have plenty of toilet paper at the house, but it's just, I was at Walmart today and I was just going to buy some bananas for the week, which they actually had some of, but I was just looking down some of the aisles and some of these shelves were just cleared out. And I'm just like, my God, man, this is crazy. And I wonder, how crazy it really needs to be. But hey, look, if you're going to be, in your house, locked up in your house, listening to this podcast is not a bad idea. And I've got enough of a back catalog that there's plenty to check out. So there you go. And while your favorite sports are shutting down, while, you know, they're closing things left and right, what is not closing is this podcast. So gonna help you a little bit with providing some fun shows for you guys here in the coming weeks and months. So we'll see how all that goes. The only thing I'm really kind of bummed about is that this whole thing has like really screwed up my plans to go to Tampa, Florida in a couple of weeks. April 5th, WrestleMania was the scheduled date. I was going to go a couple days before, stay a couple days after. That's looking more and more like that's not happening now. At least on that date. I mean, I've talked to my buddy and we're committed that, you know, no matter what that date gets rescheduled to, or if it stays April 5th, which is the unlikely thing, that we're definitely going. So it's not like the trip is completely off. So yeah, I mean, we'll see kind of what happens with everything, but, we're just waiting on Vince McMahon and the city of Tampa to get their shit together. I actually recorded a podcast about this for Gary Watches Wrestling Podcast. Yes, there is a new one over there. I'm going to try to start doing some more over there. Maybe. So go check it out. Go subscribe if the wrestling is your thing. I talked a lot in depth about why they potentially have not commented on what's going on over there. So go and check that out if that is your thing. But otherwise, you know, I've not been to the gym. I've just been working out from home because I'm just like, my gym is filthy. Before all this stuff came up, and I can't imagine what it's like now. It's probably exactly the same. And I'm just like, I don't want to catch anything there. So I've just been working out from home, and you know, for the next week or two, we'll see kind of what's going to go on with this thing and when it blows over, and then it'll be life completely back to normal. So yeah, it's kind of been fucking with my head though. I'm not going to lie. It's definitely been a little bit of a mind fuck, because in my mind, I feel like if I'm not going to the gym, that I'm kind of failing, or, you know, and I know that on the surface, that's like a silly thought. Like, of course, as long as you're doing something, you're not failing, but my mind is my mind, and there's just certain things I get in my head, and then that's just what I think. So I need to get that out of my mind at some point. That would be very helpful. I don't know how soon that's going to happen, but I got to try. And just keep chugging along, basically. I mean, that's the main update with me. Not a whole lot else has really been going on, which is probably why I haven't done one of these. But I do want to make somewhat of a commitment to try to come out with at least one a week in addition to the weekly, so that way I can just kind of do like an update here on things that are going on. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. You know, and we can keep them short like this. So that's a good thing. And if I have more to share, it can go a little bit longer. If I have less to share, it can go a little bit shorter, but at least I can check in with you guys and provide some updates. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much, I was just trying to think really quick before I sign off here if there was anything else going on. No, that's it. So anyway, if you've not already got me on Instagram, check me out over there. I know I have not really posted a ton over there, but sooner or later, I'm going to get back into a somewhat regular, Jesus Christ. Eventually, I'm going to get into some regular type posting over there, and things will be back to normal with that. I just haven't had a lot to say, honestly. I just get kind of bored after a while. I'm just like, well, there's just not a lot going on, and I haven't really got on the app all that much because I think I said in another podcast that I was trying to back off of it a little bit because I think I really had like a problem for a long time where I was just on the app entirely too long, and I needed to just get the hell off of that thing for a while. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the deal with that. So other than that, there's not a whole lot going on with me, but I'm doing pretty good. No worries here. Just chugging along, trying to live life day after day. So if you got anything hit me up on Instagram and I'll get to it. And other than that, I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for listening.